Some breaking news this morning. It's an exclusive from the LVCVA, a groundbreaking, literally, transportation plan that would take passengers underground.
The LVCVA plans to build a transportation system underneath the convention center with Elon Musk's Boring Company. Our own Brian Loftus sat down with LVCVA CEO Steve Hill in this exclusive interview.
Sitting down with LVCVA CEO Steve Hill, and we're talking about some exciting, really breaking news in terms of the future of transportation in Las Vegas at the convention center and potentially the resort corridor. Steve, what do you have to tell us?
Well, we're announcing that the Boring Company, Elon Musk's company, a division of SpaceX, has been selected by a review panel that we put together as the contractor for the People Mover at the convention center. The
People Mover, if I could just stop here a second. This is the name of it, and we're talking about really an underground express route, the People Mover.
That's right. It'll be a set of twin tunnels that run the extent of our campus with stations along the way. And in those tunnels, the Boring Company will operate autonomous vehicles. There'll be potentially Model X's or Model S's, and will allow people, all of our customers, to easily experience shows in the convention center.
Steve, we're looking at a picture of it, a photo courtesy of LVCVA. This, I mean, the future is here with this. This moves people at high speeds, these electric vehicles, again, under the strip. Talk a little bit about how Elon Musk, the Boring Company, got selected to do this.
Well, we went through an RFP process. We had 6 respondents. As I said, we put a panel of 6 people together to review those responses, and the Boring Company was selected as the recommended choice that we'll take to our board next week.
Viewers watching might be thinking about funding. Total cost estimated between $35 and $55 million. How will this be funded? We know that LVCVA plans to sell the Riviera property. Will that at all be linked, the money from that sale? How will that $35 to $55 million be funded?
It'll be funded through our bonding capacity. It's not linked to the potential sale of the acreage on the strip frontage. But the acreage on the strip frontage sale would be helpful in allowing even greater innovation in the convention center and elsewhere. So, but it's not necessary for us to move forward on this.
It's called the People Mover. Is that the official name, or will there be any other?
I think we'll end up calling it the Las Vegas Convention Center Loop.
The Loop.
Yes.
And people can just refer to it as the Loop, right, as people tend to shorthand everything. How is this different than the monorail when people think about other transportation projects that have been attempted and some succeeded on in Las Vegas?
Well, it's obviously underground. It has really some flexibility that the monorail doesn't have. It's not, while it's a fixed route in the tunnel, there is the propulsion is through the vehicles. There's the bottom of the tunnel is really just like a lane of a road, so it just facilitates the car traveling on that road. It's an express system, so the stations will be offset from the main tunnel. There'll be exit ramps and entrance ramps to the stations, so that you can go from the first station to the last station without having to stop in between.
And how fast will it go again?
Well, it'll depend on the length. I mean, those cars can go up to 150 miles an hour, but there's not enough length for them to do that.
No one will ever be late to work again.
No, that's right. But on the convention center side, probably up in the 40 to 50 mile an hour range at peak.
All right, we know Elon Musk thinks big. He's a dreamer. He's obviously a genius. Let's talk about the reality of this. How realistic about this coming to fruition do you consider it?
Oh, I think there's every potential that we can make this work. I mean, you talk about Elon being a dreamer, but he has put those dreams into practice. You see that with Tesla, you see that with SpaceX, you see that with his concept with Hyperloop. The Boring Company is a wholly owned subsidiary of SpaceX. So when you go over to look at their tunnel, you get a tour of them building rockets and sending rockets into space.
That's why I called him a dreamer and a genius.
Yep, absolutely.
He's definitely both. What for you is the most exciting part, and what do you think is going to be the biggest challenge?
Well, you know, we're really committed to innovation at the convention center and throughout the destination. And I'm excited that this really shows the innovative nature of Las Vegas and Nevada. I think it'll be an attraction in and of itself. It'll provide an excellent customer experience. So we're excited about all that. It's new, and both the Boring Company and the LVCVA recognize that. So we'll have to work through this being the first real commercial application of this technology, but we're really excited about it.
Remind our viewers again when this could actually be a reality underneath Las Vegas in these underground tunnels. When could this be a reality?
Well, we're shooting and think that we have a real good possibility of having this available when the expansion is built and we're open for CES in 2021.
Okay, and what's next to get the project moving? What's the first nuts and bolts step after this interview? What are you guys working on? What is the Boring Company working on?
So we're going to our board next week to ask for permission to move forward with the Boring Company and enter into a conversation to reach agreement on a contract. We'll take that contract back to our board probably in May or June, hopefully get that approved by our board at that point, and then start the actual construction of the facility.
The Las Vegas Convention Center will span 200 acres when complete for 2021 CES, and there might also be this underground transportation system complete for 2021 CES. Frankly, this is pretty exciting.
Yeah, we're excited about it too.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to 8 News Now. We appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you.